Hello everyone, this is Heorot and Carver. Welcome back to my playthrough of Dragon Quest VI, Realms of Revelation, for the DS. Previously, our heroes regained their visibility in this world, and they've done several other things. Gambling at Port Haven's casino, and revisiting Wellshire. Yes, we now need to get the ferry to Somnia. You remember where they are, don't you? That's where we first met. Oh, I remember, Millie. So, let's head over to the docks. Somnian Ferry Boarding Hall. Aye, it definitely says Somnia. So this is where we board the ferry to Somnia. Bargain ticket prices. Sail to Somnia for only 50 gold per passenger. Caution, slippery when wet. Please do not rush to board. Fat lot of good that'll do. There's always that one guy who jumps on at the last minute. If you want to be right in the ferry, buy your ticket from the ticket counter over there. Aye, aye, sir. I'm sure we could have figured that out ourselves. Hot rum! Is that fair lass with ye? Well, blow me down. You're a lucky bunch. I'd sure like to take a gal like that onto the high seas one day. He seemed in fine fettle. Hardy har! Sounds like this sailor could use a cold dip. I heard that the King of Somnia was secretly investigating the dread fiend Murdaugh. I wonder if that's why this happened to him. I'm bound to learn more once I get to Somnia. Ooh, are you not from around here? S'pose that means you ain't heard of the Lone Swordsman, have you? I was walking along in the forest when a horde of monsters attacked me. Then, out of nowhere, ploop! The Lone Swordsman came to my rescue. It happened in the forest to the east of here. He saved other travelers too, I heard. After he walloped them monsters, he sauntered off without even giving his name. It were well heroic. Blimey! The girl here really loves blabbing on about that swordsman. Swords are for sissies. Seems like she's never met a martial artist. Oh, really, Carver? Hello there. Donna? Donna! We're all more than familiar with your lone swordsman story, so how about cracking on with a bit of work, eh? Sorry about that. She's been spouting that story to anyone who'll listen for what seems like a lifetime. It ain't that bad a tale, but the sound effects get my wick. I mean, ploop? What the heck is that? If what she says is true, I wouldn't mind meeting this dashing swordsman myself. Oh, we just might, Millie. Headin' for Somnia we were, but we decided to call the trip off. Seems a bit dangerous these days, what with the king in that state, thanks to Murdaugh's curse. Shut your trap, woman. I told you not to talk about that. Loose lips sink ships. Oh, Sorry. The king is cursed now. Why won't anyone tell us the whole story? The more I hear about Somnia, the more I'd like to get there as soon as possible. I'm in enough trouble as it is. I ain't saying another word. Nobody seems to want to talk about Somnia. I suppose we'll just have to go and see for ourselves. That's no good. We're not going to be learning anything else from her. Whatever she says, pay her no heed. Her tongue's a bit too big for her mouth, that's all. Heh. Ah, good day to you. This is the ferry ticket counter. A single fare to Somnia costs 50 gold coins per passenger. Will you be purchasing tickets? Absolutely. That'll be 150 gold coins in total. Is that acceptable? Yes, sir. Thanks for choosing the Somnian ferry. The dock for boarding is on your left. We now have the sporting pass, a ferry ticket for travel between Port Haven and Somnia. Ye be the last passengers to arrive. Once you're on board, we'll be setting sail. You ready? Next stop, Cape Somnia. We're ready, sir. All right, hand me your ticket, and on ye get. Time to get underway. Any sea monsters? Any pirates? No? How boring. Land ho! Our perilous voyage is at an end. The glimmering spires of Somnia await ye. Perilous voyage, right. Ahoy! I suppose we're bound for Somnia next, Heorot? What a pleasant voyage! The view was fantastic. I can see that ye are in no hurry to leave this fine vessel. The other passengers be long gone. Other passengers I never noticed. I spent the whole voyage bowing over the bow. Other passengers can do as they please. We'll continue our journey at our own pace. That's right, Millie. You tell 'em. Set sail in style. No matter how you travel, as long as you're with good company, any journey can be enjoyable. Keep this between you and me, but I get seasick sometimes. Only when I'm on a boat, of course. I'm afraid the next ship bound for Port Haven won't set sail for another 3 days. Come back then if you need tickets. Don't worry, we have the Zoom spell. Looks like it'll be a while before we can sail back, aye? We've no plans to head back just yet anyway. First we need to have a look at Somnia Castle. Bargain ticket prices. Sail to Port Haven for only 50 gold per passenger. It'd be nice to make the return trip via ferry as well. It's so relaxing. Seems it's the same price coming or going. Sounds equitable. Ah, the fine city of Somnia beckons. There's profit to be made for a skilled salesman. The Somnians know how to drive a hard bargain, but I'm all ready to beat them at their own game. Well, good for you. How far is it between here and Somnia, I wonder? Somnia must be quite a city if merchants are this enthusiastic about it. I journey far and wide to bring succor to the flock of the goddess. Perhaps I can be of some use to you. So she'll save the game for us. Very nice, thank you, Nan. Don't need to save, but that's good to know. Scuttle, scuttle. Oh, for goodness sake, I'm a bad sea slime. My pal Kiri said he wanted to meet up, but I scuttled off to the sea instead. Not much chance for a chance encounter if I keep going back in my shell. Oh, sorry, little fella. I am but a humble fisherman, but I've learnt a thing or two in my time. For instance, I know how a traveler could find their way to Somnia Castle from here. Well, do tell, good sir. Mountainous terrain lies to the west. Simply travel around it to the north, and then head a bit further west. That's all there is to it. North from the western mountains, or was it west from the northern mountains? One thing's for sure, I definitely heard west. Maybe you should handle the navigating, Heorot. So we just travel north around the mountainous western terrain, and Somnia Castle should be to the west. Sounds simple enough. Millie seems the better navigator. Somnia's this way, isn't it? Pretty long haul between the port and Somnia Castle, eh? We better get moving. Actually, it looks to be just a short walk to the northwest. Some sea slimes appear, soon to disappear. Bye-bye, sea slimes. And here we are, Somnia. Somnia in this world. Ahoy! We're finally in Somnia. I mean the other Somnia, the one in this world. This seems to be a rather lively place. Welcome to Somnia, a city of class and distinction. Let's try to keep it that way, shall we? A second Somnia. I see the castle up ahead. Good to know it's in the same place. Hang on, are my eyes playing tricks on me? But you can't be him. No. Stop messing around. I wasn't born yesterday, you know. What's that? You say your name's Heorot? Well, if you say so, but you really do look a heck of a lot like our prince. Oh, is that so? I only got the chance to see him in the flesh once, but to be sure, he looked just like you. Seriously, you must be pulling my leg. You're really the Prince of Somnia, aren't you? No. Still, let me tell you, there are plenty of folks here who'd take you for the prince. If you were just decked out in some fancier gear, you'd have everyone fooled. Is that so? Sounds like you're a dead ringer for the local prince, Heorot. Oh, hardy har, that's funny. Imagine you, Heorot, being mistaken for a royal prince. You really are the spitting image of our prince. It's uncanny. All you're missing is the princely getup. If you had that, you'd be a perfect match. Maybe it's time for a royal makeover, Heorot. If you've got it, flaunt it. Hee. Ever fancied being prince for a day, Heorot? Interesting suggestion. Here is the item shop. Selling the basics. Suck up on some medicinal herbs. Maybe a few antidotal herbs or just one. Maybe moonwort bulbs to cure paralysis. No need for chimera wings. Here is the weapon shop. Anything we want? Nope. Thank you anyway. And the armor shop. Now here they have the noble garb, which we'll need for Heorot. So let's get a set of noble garb. Thank you, sir. I have been praying night and day that a cure may be found for our beloved king and queen. In all her bountiful mercy, I have faith that the goddess will come to their aid. They are not young, and if their illness continues, no, I dare not even countenance that possibility. Wait, the king's not young? Yes, that's a difference. So the King Somnus here is an old man? We find some holy water. No need to carry that around in personal inventory, though. There's a book entitled A Slime Story Part 3. Heorot takes it from the shelf and reads an excerpt. My name is Uzo. My dream is for this name to drip from the lips of all the people of the world. When people hear the dread name of Uzo, they will shiver like slimes in an avalanche. But whose mewling interrupts my reverie? A cat? A mangy mog of no name or fixed abode? Well, my first task is clear. I shall battle this nameless cat to make my name known throughout this village. Hello, innkeeper. 30 gold a night. No, thank you. Not yet. So I take it you young folk have come to try your hand at a spot of slip and slime? Not really. It seems I'm not as sharp as I once was. I've no idea what kids are into these days. How about yes? Of course you have. I used to enjoy nothing more in my youth than a bout of slip and slime. But while I was enthusiastic, I was not gifted. I never managed to get past the first course. Oh, I remember it well. The town where I used to reside had no fewer than 6 courses. It's true. You folks seem well-traveled. Have you heard the rumors concerning King Somnus? Do tell. Rumor has it that the king and queen have been in the grip of a serious illness for more than a year. Oh, poor royals. But this is no ordinary illness. No, it seems they are in a deep sleep from which they cannot be roused. While the king and queen slumber unawares, their son the prince has disappeared without a trace. Truly, tragedy haunts this land. Can the fair kingdom of Somnia survive much longer? Our Somnia ain't perfect, but it's nowhere near this bad. All this talk of the missing prince is making me terribly anxious. Woof, woof, woof. Hello, dog. He seems like a lively pup. Aye, sounds like a Somnian dog, all right. Probably sounds like any dog. With the king incapacitated, Chancellor Keating couldn't wait to get his hands on the levers of power. Chancellor Keating, huh? I feel a terrible foreboding. The very survival of the kingdom of Somnia hangs in the balance. I sense that this Chancellor Keating doesn't enjoy the best reputation among the townspeople here. Chancellor who? We're out of the loop in this Somnia. Who's that? Come closer, I say. There's something remarkably familiar about you. My mind's not as sharp as it once was, but I sense that we've met before. Or perhaps I'm just rambling. Ah, it happens. Me? I can't even remember what I ate for lunch yesterday. You probably seem familiar to him because you look so much like this land's prince. His best days may be behind him, but in his youth, my husband was a strapping castle guard. He used to play with the young prince every day. Oh, it was a more innocent age. This guy must have really been somebody in the dim and distant past, Dim and distant, huh? Anyway, here we find a medicinal herb. Such an amazing treasure. Nothing there, nothing there. Heorot gazes into the mirror. Heorot has a staring contest with the mirror, and loses. The king had just returned from bravely battling monsters when he was cruelly struck down. He fell into a deep slumber along with his queen, and the two of them were lost to the world. Who knows when they will awaken? Oh, the kingdom is a sadder, colder place without their smiling faces. Maybe the monsters cast a supersized version of Snooze on the royal couple. Working out the cause of the king and queen's slumber can't possibly be an easy task. Nothing there. Ah, there we find a mini-medal. Very nice. We're now up to 5. Clambering down a well to get to another world? I've never heard such nonsense in my entire life. Not just wells, giant holes in the ground will do the job too. I suppose most ordinary people wouldn't consider climbing into a well in the first place. We don't want to go down that well. I know we're at war with Murdoch's forces, but who ends up paying for everything? The taxpayer, that's who! We're being squeezed dry, I tell you. Now they want another 50 gold coins out of each of us. Honestly. When our king and queen were healthy, we were never taxed like this. Something is seriously awry. It would appear that this Somnia has a queen. It really is different to the Somnia in your world, isn't it, Heorot? It seems so far. So the king and queen are both sick now. Heorot tries to read the sign, but there's a woman standing in the way. I wonder how exactly the two Somnias are connected. This place is just like our Somnia. No, wait, it's nothing like our Somnia. Wait, it's like it is, but it ain't. My dad says Chancellor Keating is a grasping, power-hungry leech, but he also told me never to repeat that. Whoops. Keating, even the name sounds rotten. It rhymes with, something bad, I think. Cheating. Chancellor Keating. I sense we should be wary of this man. Truly, Millie. I take it you're familiar with Murdaugh the Dread Fiend and all his dark deeds? If not, shame on you. Truly you are an ignoramus. Murdaugh's influence has spread even here. So Murdaugh's looking to conquer this world too? We'd better go and see the king, pronto. Yes, we're fairly familiar with him. Of course you are. Only an ignoramus wouldn't be. Now let me outline a humble theory of my own. I don't believe our king and queen are really ill. No, I believe they've been cursed by Murdaugh. There's no stopping him. Who knows who his next victim could be? It could be you, or even me. So Murdaugh's looking to conquer this world too? Yes, he is. Have you heard? Our brave prince went off to bash monsters and defend Somnia. But no one's seen or heard from him since. I hope he didn't get gobbled up by a monster. A prince, Our Somnia didn't have one of those. I wonder if Murdaugh is one of the monsters this prince went off to fight. There we find a poison moth knife. Very nice. We can put this on Millie. Rumors of a strange sickness abound, but none of us know what the matter with our king and queen is. No official announcement ever comes from the castle, of course. The common man is left in ignorance as usual. Guess we'll need to go straight to the source for answers, the castle itself. Maybe we should speak to those inside the castle to try and shed some light on what's going on here. Shh! The walls have ears. If we go moaning about the state of the kingdom, it's sure to get back to Chancellor Keating. Keating, we need to keep an eye on him. Crikey, does anyone not fear this Keating fella? Are you sure you should be in here? I'm fairly certain I'd remember if I'd invited you in. How rude of us. Yes, so rude. Whoa, Heorot, this isn't good. Let's go round to the business end. Actually, we've done our business with him. We got that noble garb. And in the next episode, we'll infiltrate Somnia Castle. This is Heorot. I'd like to thank you for watching, and I'll see you again next time.